If you're running an independent medical practice, you know the goal has always been simple, right? To give your patients the absolute best care you can. But lately, it feels like this mountain of administrative work is getting in the way. It's squeezing your time, your resources, and honestly, the passion that got you into medicine in the first place. And as we're about to see, there's a storm brewing that's threatening to put the business of medicine way ahead of the practice of it.
It's a question a lot of folks in your shoes are asking, and for a really good reason. The challenge here isn't just about balancing the books anymore. It's a direct threat to your entire mission. I mean, when you start spending more time fighting with insurance companies for reimbursement than you do with your patients, something is seriously wrong with the whole model.
And that right there, that's the core challenge for so many practices today. The fight for survival has literally moved out of the exam room and into the back office. The main battleground now is all about these financial and administrative pressures.
So, what's the big deal about 2026? Why is this year, in particular, so challenging? Well, it's not just one thing. It's a bunch of different factors all hitting at once, creating a kind of perfect storm that's putting a huge amount of pressure on anyone trying to handle billing in-house.
Okay, first, let's just talk money, the costs. Data from the MGMA is showing that what you have to pay key staff, like medical assistants, is going up and up, over 3% in just 1 year. So think about it. When your biggest expenses are climbing faster than your revenue, you're already starting the game from behind.
And this brings us to the second big pressure point, and frankly, it's pretty alarming. This isn't some far-off sci-fi thing. It's happening right now. Payers, the insurance companies, are deploying sophisticated AI to just automatically deny claims. The rules of the game have totally changed.
Look at this quote from an industry report. Insurance companies are not just sitting back and reacting anymore, they're using predictive analytics to proactively hunt for denial patterns. So this means your team isn't just submitting a claim anymore. You're feeding it into a system that was literally designed from the ground up to find a reason to say no.
But the threats aren't all coming from the outside. Beyond the payers and the rising costs, there are these internal problems. We can call them silent revenue killers that are just quietly eating away at your bottom line from the inside out.
And the performance gap is just stark. A study in the Journal of Medical Practice Management found that practices with in-house teams only get about 68% of their claims accepted on the first try. Now, compare that to the 80% that specialized outsourced services are getting. That 12% difference isn't just a number on a chart, that's a massive amount of delayed or even totally lost revenue.
And look, this isn't about your team not working hard enough. It's that in-house teams are up against some serious systemic disadvantages. You've got the constant overhead of salaries, the incredibly high cost of billing technology that's outdated in a year, and the huge burden of just trying to keep up with constantly changing rules like the No Surprises Act. It's an uphill battle on every single front.
And then there's the risk. You won't believe this number. According to a study by IBM, you know what causes most healthcare data breaches? It's not some super sophisticated hacker. Nope. It's simple in-house employee mistakes, a staggering 95% of the time. The weight of managing all that compliance and security internally is just immense.
Okay, this all sounds pretty daunting, I know, but there is a very clear strategic way forward. So let's talk about the outsourcing solution. And this isn't about giving up control, it's the opposite. It's about gaining access to way better resources and expertise by forming a strategic partnership. Let's just break it down side by side. On one hand, doing it all in-house means you're on the hook for huge investments and all the compliance liability. But on the other hand, outsourcing your revenue cycle management, your RCM, gives you access to the same powerful AI that the payers are using against you. You get to tap into specialized experts, and this is huge, you get to share that enormous compliance burden. It's all about leveraging economies of scale.
So how exactly is that burden shared? Well, it's done through a really critical legal document, the Business Associate Agreement, or BAA. This is a contract that's legally binding. It forces your billing partner to follow the exact same HIPAA standards that you do, which makes that shared responsibility official and adds a crucial layer of protection for your practice.
So, if you make this strategic shift, what should you actually expect? The great thing is, the results can be measured. Let's look at the key metrics that really, truly matter when you partner with a top-tier revenue cycle management service.
First up, the big one, the clean claim rate. The benchmark for excellence in the industry is 98%. And what that means is that 98% of your claims are perfect the first time they go out. No errors. This avoids all those costly delays and the hassle of denials. It's the absolute fastest path to getting paid. The second critical metric is your accounts receivable,
or AR days. The goal here is simple. Get this number under 30 days. Why? Because it's a direct measure of your practice's cash flow. The lower your AR days, the faster you get paid. It's really that simple. And it improves the financial health of your entire operation.
And you know, getting those amazing metrics isn't magic. It relies on a systematic, tech-driven process. It all starts with automatically checking a patient's eligibility before they even walk in the door. Then AI-powered tools scrub every single claim for errors before it's submitted. Payments get posted electronically for speed, and for any denials that still slip through, a data-driven strategy is used to fight and overturn.
Okay, I know this is a lot to take in, and the path forward might seem a little complex. So let's pull it all together and give you a clear framework for making the right decision for your practice's future.
When you're vetting a potential partner, the questions you ask are everything. You have to get past the sales pitch. Ask them, do you really understand the unique billing codes for my specialty? Ask to see their technology. Is it actually built to fight modern AI denials? Dig into their compliance and demand transparent reports on their performance. And maybe most important, make sure they have a rock-solid plan to move your data over smoothly and securely.
And this quote, really, it just says it all. In today's world of rising costs and AI-powered payers, updating your revenue cycle isn't a nice-to-have anymore. It's a strategic imperative, not just to stay financially healthy, but to keep the trust you've worked so hard to build with your patients.
So, as you look ahead to 2026 and all the years after, the real question to ask yourself is this. Is my current billing process an asset that's helping my practice grow and thrive? Or is it a vulnerability, just waiting to be exposed by the challenges that are right around the corner?